up, everybody? It's your boy, King Boys Productions, and I am back at it with another reaction video. So today, we are here with Juice WRLD and Eminem and Benny Blanco, Lace It. A new track from Juice WRLD. I haven't heard this one before. I hadn't even heard it like teased. I mean, maybe once I actually hear the song, I'll be like, oh, that's this song. But they added Eminem to, because what they've been doing recently is they'll take Juice WRLD tracks that are already, maybe were already like snippets, or well, obviously, but like ones that people maybe know, like some unreleased stuff that people already know, and adding artists to them, which I think sometimes, in people's opinion, right? Sometimes people like them more what the other artist added. Sometimes people like it less, and that's just how it's going to be, unfortunately, for the rest of the time that they release Juice WRLD music. Like, it's just how it's going to be. Because how many times are we going to get a song that you might have heard way back when it was very incomplete, and then they, change the beat around, change this around. Maybe the beat that they had originally wasn't clear. There's like so many factors, right? It's like the beat that they had originally wasn't cleared. They can't use that beat. They have to change the beat around. Maybe there was like a whole empty verse that they just wanted to fill with something. It's all these different things. And so I understand people's frustration sometimes with being like, oh, it was better before. But it's like, come on, let's just listen and just be happy that they're releasing music. So this released on today. I'm recording on Saturday. I usually record Friday nights for this channel, but I decided to record. Well, I had something to do last night, so I was like, you know what? Let me record today. And today, I believe, is Juice WRLD Day, or I think, right? Is it today? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not kept up with everything because of I wish I could go at some point, but it being in Chicago. When I lived in Michigan, maybe I would have been able to make that drive to Chicago, maybe with some buddies, and then we go. But now that I live in Atlanta, it's just like, it's almost impossible. I'd have to take a flight. I'm not driving from Atlanta to Chicago. And then it's just a whole thing. So maybe someday if they keep doing it, maybe like the 10th anniversary of Juice WRLD Day or something, maybe that would be a fun one. I don't know. We'll see. But I saw this and I was like, let's go. We got to check this out. And before I start, just want to let you guys know, these may be my last videos of the year. I'm not 100% sure yet. Like, today might be the last time I post this year, just because next week I'll be gone. It's like Christmas and shit. I'll be back in Michigan. I might post like a Christmas. I usually post like a Merry Christmas, like selfie style video. So I'll probably post that. But for like actual videos, I'm probably going to be done for the year. And then, you'll see. I'll be back next year, of course. But I might post on like the 30th of December, which is 2 weeks from today. I haven't fully decided yet. I don't know. We'll see what's out. Because I know DC the Don is dropping a tape on Christmas. He's dropping Sacred Hearts 2. I kind of want to listen to. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to stay away from Sacred Hearts 2 because I want to react to it on the channel. So, besides that, I don't know. We'll see what comes out in the next couple weeks. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll just make a few videos when I get back and post them either after, or maybe I will post them on that week. I don't know. We'll see. So, but if not, if this is the last videos of the year, I just want to thank you guys for another great year on the channel. You guys have been showing a lot of love on all the videos and stuff like that, and it just I've started a lot of series this year, new series and stuff like that, and it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty fun. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I know they don't get as many views as some of the other stuff, but I know that there are some of you guys that really enjoy the series style videos that I do. And those ones take a little bit more work than the reaction videos, and they're definitely fun. There's a few things I want to do next year, but I'll talk about that more at the end because I know people are already pissed at me for talking for too long. So, but let's get into this song. I like the little "The Party Never Ends" like license plate on the car too. Yeah.
Roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it. I'm in my own matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All these humans basic, don't got no home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few, chase it. I've been in the matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All you humans basic, you ain't got home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. Stressed out, so I tend to take meds. The devil told me good show, break a leg. All these painkillers, like got a pair of broken legs. All these perks I pop, you thought I was planning to break my neck. Grinding, man, I'm hungry for this shit like I ain't ate yet. You wish that you could have what I could have, you could just say that. If you ain't my little bitch, them combos, you could save that. These niggas think they invincible till they see them bullet holes in they Maybach. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it. I'm in my own matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All these humans basic.
I'm excited to hear Eminem on this beat.
I've been purple raining. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few, chase it. I've been in the matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All you humans basic, you ain't got home training.
Like, I don't feel like this is like not an Eminem type of.
You pop some ecstasy first, it gets progressively worse. Try your best to reverse, unsuccessfully flirting with certain death and reverting to your promethazine urge. The fucking devil, he lurks. Lose your best friend, he smirks. Wake up and everything hurts. And as you spiral downward, listen, I know just how it is when you start slow, then before you notice it, now you're mixing oxys without prescription, cough medicine, Valium with them. But ain't that how addiction sorta works? They call it lean cause you gravitate and lean towards the perp, the blessing or the curse of fame, cause now you can afford to serve Percocet and Percodent. But that ain't what you meant when you said that you're in it for the perks. Develop a habit out of that. Need a Xanax, not a rap, so you pop it before you record a verse. Your buzz wear down, yeah, like a rabbit out of hat. Makes you wanna pull your hair out. Fentanyl, Oxy, Demerol with possibly got Shock G, Roxy, Codonaline is probably what got Lil Peep and ODB. So many who ODB, way too young to go see me. I was lucky, my escape was narrow window. Now think I take it for granted that I'm still here. Synthetic heroin, you tried to kill me, then you murdered Jared, didn't you? Piece of shit. Thanks to you, now we lost Gangsta Boo and Pimp C, Prince and Michael.
Yo. So he said he barely escaped it. And then he said something along the lines of like synthetic heroin or some shit like that. And that's what took Jared, didn't you? And I was like, oh man, that hits. But hey man, that's the thing, it's so scary, man. It's like how many people like yeah, I think Juice WRLD was like, people always wanted to say like Juice WRLD was glorifying drug use. I don't think he was ever glorifying drug use. Like I think like the Lil Xan, when Lil Xan was doing his thing and like Lil Pump and them, they were always talking about like how these perkies make me like, perky is a good thing, you know, like yay perky and Xannies and all these things. But like I feel like Juice WRLD always, when he sang about, I mean sometimes there was probably, you know, people could probably pull up Juice WRLD tracks where he was kind of glorifying the drug use, but like for the most part it felt like when Juice WRLD talked about doing drugs, it was like I'm addicted to this stuff, and the reason I took this stuff because I'm depressed, and the reason that now these drugs I'm addicted to them and I can't stop, which is like unfortunately how a lot of these guys have died so young.
Thanks to you, now we lost Gangsta Boo and Pimp C, Prince and Michael, mixing NyQuil with prescription Vicks, addictions like a fucking vicious cycle. Juice, we will forever miss you. To the younger generation, I ain't lecturing you, but man, just be careful when you
roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it. I'm in my own matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All these humans
he said, be careful when you, and then it flows into that. Damn.
Cases, I've been purple raining. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few, chase it. I've been in the matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All you humans basic, you ain't got home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. I ain't coming down from this high. Ain't finna let nobody kill my vibe. They committed social suicide.
Damn.
For me, I refuse to die. I will never come down from this high. I won't let them kill none of my vibes. They committed social suicide. Me, I can never ever die. I can never ever die.
Damn. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it a lot. That's the thing, is that, God, he was just so good at making hits, man. Shout out Benny Blanco, too. Benny Blanco was, I'd assume he made that beat. I'm not 100% sure. I'd assume because he's a producer. And also, shout Benny Blanco. I don't know if everyone saw this. That dude is dating Selena Gomez right now. Like, yo, okay, Benny. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But yeah, man, always like I said, I didn't know how Eminem was gonna fit on that. I thought it fit really well, and I like how at the end he was like, now that the youth, like, I'm not trying to lecture you, but I'm just trying to warn you. And I think it's a true thing, because it's like this generation, like, even more so than like past generations, it's like drug use is sort of glorified. Some of the music, but also like whatever, and just like the media in general, it's like glorified. At least it was. I feel like it's sort of dying off a little bit. Like people are like, there was like that real thick of it where like people were just doing all these crazy ass drugs all the time, because like it was just like, it was seen as like, oh, it's cool, it's fun. And then like tons and tons of people started like ODing. Like we've seen like a ton of ODs, like more so. I don't know, maybe it's not like that, but like it felt like more so like a lot of younger people were ODing than like ever before. And I think people have started to kind of be like, I don't know. I really, personally, it seems like it's not as frequent anymore as it was for a little bit there. But yeah, man, anybody that maybe does, anything you do, right? Just do it in moderation. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem with like doing any sort of like drug, right? It's the problem is that it gets you high this one time, and it's the best high, quote unquote, that you've ever gotten, and then people always are trying to chase that, and it's impossible to get that, right? Because you got to do more and more and more and more. It's something as simple as weed. It's like people get that first high, and then they try to like keep going and going and going from that, and it's like you're just not gonna hit that ever again. And that's why there are people that like are addicted to that, and it's like. And that's the thing, is like, I don't care, right? You can do whatever you want. I personally I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. I drink a little bit. I don't drink like heavily or anything. I don't get drunk really at all. I've never been drunk in my life, actually. So it's kind of like one of those things. 24 years old, legally allowed to do that, but I just choose not to. But it's like, you can do whatever you want, but just be safe with whatever you're doing, is all I'm saying. Like, don't. Like, I know this song's called Lace It. Don't lace shit, don't mix things together that shouldn't be mixed together just to hopefully sort of experience this crazy, that like, it doesn't do anything for you except run these crazy risks for your body. So, but if you guys did like, please leave a like, please subscribe. Original videos in the description down below if you'd like to check that out for yourself. Yeah, going into next year, I just want... If you guys have any like ideas for new series that you want to see me try, we can always run like a test run on certain series. One thing I want to do is like interviews next year. I think it would be super fun. Like, not in like a podcast format, because I think podcasts are sort of a little overdone these days. Like, if you find like a super niche podcast, cool, and you have like your own little niche to it, I think that's awesome. But like, as far as like typical... like people discussing like music stuff podcasts, there's already like a ton of those, and like I personally just don't really want to do that, so but an interview is like a little different for me. Like, I would love to interview the people that I talked about on my Next Up series. A lot of them had responded to me previously and have been like, yo, I would love to talk sometime, so maybe I can try and schedule out some times to get some of those people on like maybe like a Discord call or like a Zoom call or something, and I can ask a few questions, and it could be like a fun little thing. Or there's like other series you guys might have in mind. Like, let me know in the comments, and I might try them out. Some might work, some might not. It's just how it is. So we'll see on that. But let's hope for a good year next year. I think it's gonna be another good year. Hopefully another good year for music. I thought this year was a great year for music, so we're on to next year. So, all right, thank y'all, love y'all, and until next time, it's your boy, King Boys Productions. Squaw.
My love's like a black hole sun, so bright when it burns, so dark when it's done. So hard to relate to one when I find myself tripping off that blunt. Tripping off this blunt, so I might be blunt if I do confront you. Don't run, no. Don't run from the black hole sun.